99X, Barnes and Leslie, we are your Morning X, and we have one job to do every week, and that's to keep our finger on the pulse of all the great audio on the planet to bring it to your ears.
Oh, and this is the best of the best.
I mean, at the end of every week, we put it all together, and we have a countdown. Let's go! All right, the Morning X Top 5 Audio of the Week. It's funny, it's stupid, it's fun, it's light, it's heavy sometimes. Number 5. One of the best shows on TV, I think, is Suits. Have you gotten into it?
Not yet, but I will, I promise.
Patrick J. Adams was at a Suits event in Austin, and he had a really funny story about something that happened to him on a plane. And it comes in at number 5 this week.
This is one of the first times. This is when Suits was just becoming really popular. And so it was that first moment of like, oh my God, people are like kind of looking at me on a plane or whatever. And so I was sitting in the back of the plane on a trip. And we get to the end and bing, and everybody stands up to get their bags. And there's people, like these 2 girls way down at the end. And they turn and one of them sees me, and you see the lights, or the lights go on. And she's like, oh my God, there he is. And so the whole plane goes... They're all looking at me. They have no idea who I am because she's the only one watching Suits. And they're like looking at me, and she goes, no, that's the guy from Suits, to her friend. And she's like, I don't know what is Suits? I don't know what Suits is. And she's like, it's amazing. It's about 2 lawyers. One's hot and he's the other one. And the whole plane just goes, oh. That's funny.
Oh my God.
I mean, that show, you need to get into it. It is so good.
Well, that was funny right there. And come on.
He's not the cute one, so they say. Okay, number 4. The dude that he didn't get that far, but he was sticking a gun through the fence at Trump's golf course in Florida with the assumption he was going to take a shot.
It's unbelievable.
People start digging into his life. His name is Ryan Routh, and I think I'm saying the name wrong, Routh. But he had a very interesting neighbor who spoke to cameras. She's like, yeah.
An eyewitness neighbor.
I'll tell you what's going on. And I think it sounds like he led a pretty normal life.
When you were at the house inside, did you see anything political or anything like that?
No, only thing I seen, they had a horse in the house. I mean, a whole live horse in the house. But like I said, the guns and stuff and all, but yeah, they were... kind of weird, but, they didn't bother me. I didn't bother them, like I said.
How do you mean a horse in the house?
A horse, a whole live horse.
In the house in the outbuilding?
In the house where the living room is at. Put hay all in there, and the big old live horse. And the horse, yeah.
And did anyone step in, like any...
Yeah, he stayed in the house. When it's winter time, at least the horse
did the authorities intervene in that, or did anyone complain?
I don't guess they cared.
So there was a horse in the living room?
Yep. It was crazy.
I mean, a horse?
How'd they find her?
In the living room? Well, they went next door. She's known him for 18 years.
Now you're going to get PETA involved.
A horse living in the living room.
Come on.
It's not a poodle, people. Okay, number 3. Kelly Osbourne. I was really surprised to hear her talking about rehab facilities in L.A. so open.
Oh, this was literally shocking.
Crazy stories coming out of her mouth after, of course, all the stuff with Matthew Perry. They're doing these investigations and all these people involved in that scene in L.A. And here's what she had to say. It's number 3.
Body brokers. They'll sit outside of AA meetings looking for weak and vulnerable people that they encourage to go and relapse so they can then pick you up again.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rehab centers will send people to AA meetings so they can entice them to do drugs again so they can go back into rehab?
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to believe.
I swear on everything that it's true. And it's heartbreaking.
I mean, that's flipping scary. The people that...
I'd never heard of that. I thought maybe I'm being naive, but had you ever heard of that?
No. You go to help, and then there's body brokers waiting around to basically kidnap you.
It's awful.
Very, very traumatizing. A bad week for Jane's Addiction shows up at number 2.
Talk about implosion.
They have imploded, and we could do a timeline. It would take the entire show to go through everything. Here's a little bit, and we had to have Perry Farrell in. I mean, will we ever see them again? Maybe he'll get it cleaned up. I don't know if those guys will agree to get back and do anything. So that new song may be all we have. But here's a little evidence. I mean, he sounds together, doesn't he?
I think Navarro was like, peace out.
Yeah, he was very peace out. It did, I mean, it sounded like Perry, like he has that tone that definitely sounded like him.
He needs to clean up.
But the slurring and just so off key, it was...
Take care of yourself, Perry.
But never fear, because to the rescue, someone from Atlanta, very big TV and movie star, who you'll see very soon in White Lotus, Walton Goggins.
Ready to step in.
He has thrown his hat in the ring and even provided an audition if the band's going to continue.
Boom, 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 banana, boom, 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 banana. Jane says, I'm done with Sergio. He treats me like a rag doll. She hides. The television said I don't owe that mother nothing. But if he comes back again, tell him to wait right here for me. Or try again tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow.
I say just lock him in. It's perfect.
Right now. He's ready. He did his homework.
Can understand everything. He's got a little southern twang to it. It's all good. I think that's the perfect choice. There's your Morning X Top 5 of the week.